Grand Rising, and welcome to Early Bird Tea. It's your girl Rachel Listens, and we're here for another motivation devotional. I hope you're ready to receive these rays into your lifestyle. And yes, today we are on day 13 of leadership and personal development. We have talked about character, and we've talked about leadership qualification. We have talked about decision making and humility, depending on God, obedience to God, commitment, values, vision, courage and risk-taking, rewards, priorities, and today's topic is integrity. Something just told me go through all the topics we've touched on. Today's topic is integrity, and I hope you're ready, okay? It's self-evident that a hypocrite is unqualified to guide others towards attaining higher character. No one respects someone who talks a good game but fails to play by the rules. What a leader does will have a greater impact on those he or she wishes to lead than what the leader says. A person may forget 90% of what a leader says, but he or she will never forget how the leader lives. What? This is such an on-point topic because for me, my biggest priority in life is making sure that I lead by example. I lead by example because I've tried all these other ways of talking a hot game, and people don't really catch on until they physically see you leading and walking in the life that you expect them to lead and walk in. You have to know there's a time for everything. And if you lead by example in a efficient way, you're going to create a legacy for yourself better than anyone else who ever talked a hot game but never really lived the way they were saying. Bill Hendricks encountered an illustration of this principle during the days of the flourishing real estate market of the 1980s. He met a developer who claimed to have woven what he called biblical principles of business into his deals. But when the market went south, he skipped town and left his investors to pick up the pieces and the debt. Another of Bill's friends stands in sharp contrast to the first. Another of Bill's friends stands in sharp contrast to the first. He too was a land developer. He too talked of integrating biblical principles into his business. And when the market crashed, so did his empire. But unlike the man who ran away, this land developer, conscious, worked out a plan to pay back his investors. Which of these two would you rather follow in terms of integrity? There is simply no substitute for a man or woman of constant Christ-like character. That doesn't imply that any of us will be perfect. In fact, the New Testament does not call for perfect leaders. It calls for those who are models of progress in their faith. Models of progress in their faith. Paul instructed Timothy to be diligent in following godly teachings. Give yourself wholly to them. He wrote so that everyone may see your progress. 1 Timothy 4:15. That's sound advice for us today as well. Hendricks and Hendricks, as iron sharpens iron. 67 to 69. Iron sharpen iron, man. The recommended reading for today is 1 Timothy 4:15. Be diligent in these matters. Give yourself wholly to them so that everyone may see your progress. Watch your life and doctrine closely. Preserve in them. Because if you do, you will save both yourself and your hearers. Wow, this is an amazing word because, like I said, I like to lead by example, but sometimes I feel like because of my perception or because of me assuming how certain things will be perceived, I don't let people into everything, which you're not supposed to give them everything, but because I am so hell-bent on leading by example, it would be cool for me to be more open to showing people more, because I am fully aware of so many people who are unqualified, incapable, and honestly don't really know what they're doing, but they're full of shamelessness that allows them to go out into the world and let people into every little nitty-gritty thing. And sometimes I'm like, sometimes I judge it a little bit, but at the same time, I know me and I know that I'm fully capable of allowing people into my life. But at the same time, I like to guard myself. I like to stay a little bit guarded. I like to keep a little bit of myself to me because I don't want anyone to ever think that they know everything about me. Like, I barely know everything about me. So by letting more people in, it kind of opens a can of worms that you're giving people a lot of power. So it is scary. But at the same time, I prefer to lead by example. That being said, I should be more willing to put myself out there, to let people in, to invite people into what's going on, because at the end of the day, it's all good over here. This is all good fruit. This is all good stuff. This is all great food to eat, great place to consume from, great place to receive content from, and so on and so forth. So it kind of pushes me to be more open to just doing more and letting people in, and kind of like releasing any worries that I have and just putting them into God's hands of being judged or anything like that, or just perceptions that I have of myself. So I'm happy about that. And when I see other people doing it, it also inspires me to do it, because I know that I'm so qualified, and I feel like sometimes me telling myself like I'm so qualified makes me stop from doing things. But at the same time, in this moment, when I see other people doing it and I might not specifically feel like they are qualified, I'm like, I should really be out there doing this thing because I'm qualified. I've been qualified since day one, and everything I do, every journey I start, everything, before I even talk about something, I've already been doing it at least 30 days before I come on here and talk about it. So I'm not like these people who get hyped and all of a sudden want to invite the world into their new experience. Like, I really run it, give the experience a run for its money before I let people in. And that's the thing that makes me qualified. I'm doing it. I'm here. I'm living it. So why not do it and inspire others on a larger scale? And it's coming, because your girl is slowly starting to push herself out of her comfort zone. So I'm happy about that. Hopefully I'll be starting a TikTok soon, and that will open a can of worms as well, and everything like that. And also follow my other Instagram accounts, African Queen Ray, RIYL_views. Like, it's all there. If people really want to know, you can know. But you just got to be willing to go out there. And of course, at Rachel Listens, to receive this daily water, this daily bread. Like, thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for showing up for me. It would be unfair not to share. And I love you. That's why I come on here and I do this. And that's why I'm going to come on there and do whatever else I will be doing. Okay? Yes. Take care of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.